everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin' Hippo. Today we're going to talk about 10 brands of jeans to sell on eBay, Poshmark, and wherever else you sell online. We're going to focus on bread and butter brands. These are going to be brands that you're going to be able to find while you're out thrifting or sourcing in mass quantities. These are easy to find. You can find them all the time and tons of them, and they're going to have a lower cost of goods. They're also going to sell at a lower price than your Bolo and your luxury brands, but they're going to cost less, and you're going to be able to find them everywhere in mass quantities, and you can bring them home and use them to build up your volume. A lot of people refer to these brands as filler items because you use them to fill up your store. If you're kind of on the fence or you're not so sure about a volume-based business, I did do a live show about the merits of having a volume-based business over one that just focuses on luxury and Bolo brands. And I'll have that pop up for you at the end. You can watch it whenever you have some free time. Today, we're going to talk about 10 of my favorite bread and butter brands to flip. And tomorrow, I'll be back with 10 Bolo and luxury brands so we can focus on those higher end jeans, but those are a little bit harder to find. You don't find them as often or as many together at once, and they're going to cost you a little bit more cost of goods. When you're first starting out and you don't have as much capital, you can build a really profitable business on bread and butter items and just keep reinvesting those profits in that capital. And then eventually you will be able to buy the more expensive stuff and in mass quantities if you can find it. I think that the Bolo and luxury brands are kind of like sprinkled in. They're bonuses. I do find them. Sometimes they come to me in throw-out boxes, but they're not all over the place. You know what? I don't find them all the time. They're not everywhere. I can walk into Goodwill any day and come out with 100 pairs of these bread and butters. And if you're spending $2 or less on them and they're flipping for 20, 25, 30, you know, you can quickly, swiftly build up your volume, get some profits coming in, and then grow your business from there. So I'm going to start with my top 3, American Eagle, Old Navy, and Gap. I love these 3 brands. I love them. And yes, they're mall brands, but you know what? They have their following. There are people out there who wear American Eagle, Old Navy, or Gap jeans. They know exactly what size they want and style, and they can't find them in the stores anymore. So they come online to look for them. Women get really attached to jeans, and I'm guilty of it too. If I find a specific brand and style that fits me well, looks good on me, makes me feel good about myself, and they're comfortable, I'm going to always want that brand in that size and that style. And in fact, I have 4 pairs of jeans that are absolutely identical to each other. Identical, because I love the way they fit, the way they feel. And so I got 3 more. So, I mean, a lot of women do that. And American Eagle, Old Navy, and Gap are 3 super popular brands. They each have lines within them that have their little followings, like American Eagle Artist Jeans, Old Navy Rockstar. The Gap has like their long and lean. They have just these specific names and styles that folks are looking for. I like Gap a lot too because they put a lot of your keywords right on the tag for you. They'll tell you if it's mid-rise, low-rise. They'll tell you if it's boot cut or straight or skinny. It's all right there. And these 3 brands, I typically start around $21, free ship. But if they're like size 14 and higher, I'll raise it to 23. And if they have a special print or some kind of like crazy color thing going on, I could start them at 23. If they're plus size and they're colorful or have a crazy print, you could even start them at 25. And then the men's side of things, I do start them around $25. And I will sell American Eagle, Old Navy, Gap men's jeans for $25. My general rule is men's clothing will always sell for more money. You could ask for more money. And so I typically start my men's jeans about $5 more. than my women's. Next up is Gloria Vanderbilt. I have a rule that I only get Gloria Vanderbilts that are size 14 and up, unless it has a crazy print or they're colorful, and then I'll get smaller sizes. But typically the Gloria Vanderbilts I get, they have an Amanda line and a Mandy line again that has like a following. The size 14s and 16s and 18s, they'll typically sell within a week of being listed. They move quick. The plus size Gloria Vanderbilt jeans are really popular. Next, we have Chico's, but I stick to only 2 specific lines from Chico's. They have the So Slimming and the So Lifting. And these are jeans that lift and slim and shape, and those are super popular with women. These ones typically sell pretty fast within a month or so. Sometimes they take a little bit longer depending on the size. I do grab any size I find in Chico's, So Slimming and So Lifting, but I don't mess with any of the other Chico's jeans anymore. I used to source them, but those ones just sit and they take forever to sell. I find that any kind of jeans with any kind of slimming, lifting, shaping, toning, anything like that, women really like, and they sell fast. Special honorary mention, the YMI I Wanna Better Butts. They're not on my top 10 here, but those Wanna Better Butts, dude, they sell fast, they sell quick, and they like sell overnight. And it's because they shape women's butts, and women all like clothes that makes them feel good about themselves, right? And speaking of, you guys are familiar with Not Your Daughter's jeans. They have that tummy tuck technology. That's the next one on my list. I get any size I find in Not Your Daughter's jeans. They do really well. And then I have on this list White House Black Market. That's a really good brand that does really well for me. I, again, grab any size and style in the White House Black Markets. And then Lucky Jeans. Now, Lucky Jeans actually used to be a Bolo brand. I remember when I could start those out at $40, but they've been oversaturated and people race to the bottom on Lucky brand. So unfortunately, I consider them bread and butter now. They're no longer Bolo, but I still start them out around $26 for the women's. And I grab any size, any style of the Luckies, the Chicos, the Luckies, the White House Black Markets, and the Not Your Daughter's jeans. Those 4 brands, I typically start out around $26. I add a couple bucks if they have a button fly, colorful print, if they're plus size, and then I add like $5 if they're men's. Like Lucky for men, I start at $31. The Gloria Vanderbilts, they start around $21. Unless they're size like 18 or more, I'll even charge more. And the colorful ones, of course. Then we have Levi's. Now, I have a long and storied history with Levi's. When we first started reselling, I used to source Levi's. I get them for 99 cents, or I would get them at the bins by weight. Why not? They would sit and sit and sit, and I felt like I couldn't pay people to take my Levi's off my hands. But then recently, like just this year, Megan Mawhinney, you guys are familiar with her, and Bill and David of Gnome and Frog kept telling me that I needed to source Levi's, that they were moving, that they were selling quickly. I'm like, I don't know, because I've never had luck with them in the past. Well, I decided to listen and at least try. So I picked up like 3 pairs on 99 cents day, and they've already sold. This was a couple months ago. So I just picked up a couple more, and I picked up a couple more, and wouldn't you know, they're selling, and they're selling fast. So for whatever reason, even if Levi's weren't hot a couple years ago, they are right now. They are popular right now. People like them. The ones with the numbers do better than the ones without, and I have seen Levi's without the numbers. But you know, like the 515, the 585s, there's some that start with 2, 3. I grab them all. So Levi's is another brand. I'll grab any of them, any size. They do well. I'm surprised because, again, I have this history with them, but they're popular right now, and I'm going to roll with it because if I can sell them, I'm going to sell them. So the only ones I would suggest that you avoid, unless you can find them for like 99 cents or less, is the Signature. Levi's Signature is a line of Levi's that's sold at Walmart. So they're like a little bit lower end, and folks who know their Levi's know that those are the Walmart ones. They're not going to be willing to pay, $21, $25 if they know it's the Walmart ones versus the $5.85s and the ones with the numbers. I pick them up because they're 99 cents, and I start them around 20. The ones with the numbers on them, I start around 21 for women and 26 for men. Of course, going up from there if they're button fly or have anything special about them, or if they're bigger sizes. I guess I should also mention for men, bigger sizes are like size 36 and up. Women, we typically think plus size is like 16 or 18 and up, but on Poshmark, plus size is considered 14 and up. So in my mind, brands that I limit myself to only buying bigger sizes, I say size 14 and up. And that's where I start charging a little bit more money or starting it at a higher price. For men, around 36, 38 waist is where it starts to get into the big sizes, and then you can start charging a little bit more money, raise your price a little bit if it's like 40, 42, because men's clothes have the same rule. If it's bigger, if it's a larger size, you can charge more. And this brings me to my last one on this list, and this is going to go on the opposite end of talking about plus sizes. So this is a brand that I do really well with. The sizes in this brand are typically 00, 0, 1s, or they'll have like size 25, size 24. And this to me is just as important and sells just as well as the big sizes. So the really small sizes in any brand, just like you want to get plus sizes in any brands. I have a theory about it. I just think that the middle sizes, the average sizes, right there in the middle, are the ones that are most commonly found and most commonly sold at your brick and mortars and your malls and stuff. And any women who need a plus size or are very small and need a 0 or a 00, it's harder for them to find the clothes on either end of that. So the small sizes I do really like. I know a lot of folks who do really well with 0 and 00. What I also love about this brand is it's surprising. It's really surprising when I tell people it's Hollister. I like selling Hollister jeans. They come in super small sizes that are popular, that sell quickly, and they ship first class. So this is one brand that I know almost 99.9% of the time it's going to ship in a poly bag, first class, versus paying almost $8 for the padded envelope for the jeans that weigh over a pound. Cheaper to ship. I get them for 99 cents. They're super fast too. They move real quick. If you look at the sell-through rates on Hollister, they're actually pretty bad. But for whatever reason, the jeans do well and the shorts do well too, speaking of the booty shorts. But I start my Hollister jeans anywhere from $18 to $22. Again, it depends on the size and the style and what they look like. But I regularly flip them. They will sell within a couple days. And the worst case scenario, I'm taking the best offer of like 17 or 18. And the best case in some instances, if they're like, say they're a 0 and they're ripped and torn all down and they're special and they're cute, I could get $20 to $22 for them. So I do like those. But keep in mind, these brands are ones you don't really want to pay up for. You don't want to pay full price for. These are brands you want to get either on like half off day, 99-cent day, buy weight at the bins. If you go anywhere that has stuff a bag for a couple bucks, you can cram a bunch of these in there. But these aren't jeans that you want to be paying more than a couple bucks for, because like I said, most of them are going to start around 21 or 26, depending on the brand. The 4 that I start higher are Chico's Lucky, White House Black Market, and Not Your Daughter's Jeans. Just typically I start those around 26. And the other ones are all going to be like 18 to 22, depending. A little bit more for men, a little bit more if they're bigger, a little bit more if they're special. But again, that's nothing to sneeze at, but you don't want to walk into Goodwill and pay the $6.99 full price on a pair of jeans you're going to flip for $20. That's just not smart business. So keep this list handy. Keep these brands in mind on sale days when you can get them super cheap. If you have any more questions about these brands or any other bread and butter brands that I flip in my store, go ahead and leave me a comment below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps our channel a lot, guys. Speaking of, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. Also, hit the bell so you're notified when I put out new content. And join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. There's a link to join that down below. Completely free to join. Completely amazing, awesome group. I guess go be productive. Go make some money. Until next time, I thank you guys so much for your continued support of this channel and for spending your time watching my videos. You guys are the best. Bye.